Hi everyone, welcome to this new video. Here I'm showing you some materials I'm buying, and because I didn't bring that many with me and I wanted paints to do this, which is prepping paper to use as background and collage. So in the next part of the video you'll see me using all of this paper that I prepped. Not all of it, but some colors that I decided to collage into an illustration. So hopefully you'll enjoy this and maybe also join me, so you can either prep some paper or draw along with me. And then if you do so, please show me what you do, what you create. And here I'm also quickly painting a portrait of my brother with these paints because they're very easy to use. And here's my cat. I hope you enjoy a little bit of cat content, and also at some point you can see the beautiful mountains which still have some snow in them, so it's very beautiful. And then I'll leave you to the next part of the video, which is a few days later or a week later. Hi, it's been a while. The last clips that you saw, it's me painting some paper, which I was prepping for collage or to use as background. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this experiment. I don't usually do collage. I have enjoyed it in the past, but it's not something that I do often because I don't know, I just get tired of my hands being sticky and cutting, and then I don't know, having all of this paper. But I want to mix things up, and every once in a while I think it's good for your creativity to do something a little bit different. So that's what I'm going to do now. And grab yourself a cup of tea or something and either draw with me or prep some papers, or just watch and hopefully relax. So all the paper I painted I kept in this paper bag, and I have this which I intended to use as a water scene. Maybe I will, maybe I'll just cut this up. I have this, which I was thinking can be a background, and then I have this. These are strong colors, so I only painted half of this and half of this to cut it, and then I don't know which shapes, but that's what we'll find out now. And then this, I painted little bits of each color in case I wanted some more variety, more pastel colors. And then I left this like this because I like this texture, so maybe I can use this for also cutting either a big shape or smaller texture shapes. I have no plan. I just know that I was trying to sleep last night and I pictured myself cutting the shape of a cat. And then I have this one, which you probably saw, and is a quick painting of my brother. I don't know if I'll keep it or if I'll also cut parts of it. I'll start with the cat, and what I'll be doing is just cutting the shape and not really drawing before cutting. So maybe on this side, then half red and half orange. Maybe like this. I wanted this part to be more round. Let's see if I can do it. I wanted a fat cat because my cat is big, but maybe I think the neck will come kind of thin. It's fine. I don't know what to do about the background yet, so I just know that I want a cat here and maybe a figure here, so maybe there's a person, but I want to do it differently. So I was thinking about maybe cutting the shape and then using it like a stencil. I have this thin printer paper and I will try to cut a human shape, but I need to see how big it has to be able to fit here with the cat. And I think this will be a little bit harder to cut without drawing, but we'll try. I just needed to make space to play, and because I was feeling a little bit stuck with the things that I was doing and not completely happy about them, especially well, I don't know which stuff I have posted, but some things that I haven't posted probably are the ones that I'm not too happy about, but now I think I'm getting back on I'm finding my path again. I'll try to maybe cut up an arm, and it doesn't matter that it's perfect because I'll still draw on top of this. Which was the direction of the arm? And this one. The worst thing that can happen is that I'll need to cut a new shape. I'm just realizing I did it the wrong way because I want to use this shape. Can I use this shape? I think I can still use it. This. Okay, let's just try it because this is just an experiment. But I'm going to use light color because I want to draw on top. So maybe some red and some of this. Now I feel like I should have used a bigger paper for this, but and I'll just add the okay. So this is the basic shape, and I still need to figure out the background. I mean, I can also cut this up and then do everything again in a new page. Where should the cut be? Maybe the cut will be here. I think this is a good thing and also a bad thing depending on what's your preference. But yeah, a good thing is that you can move things around with collage and try different ways as if you were working digitally, that you can alter things. But also when you're just drawing, there's no way back, so you have to work with the decisions you make. You cannot be changing everything the whole time. So I think that's also a thing that I like about drawing, and it's something that I realized just when I start trying new things. When I try new things, I realize why I love drawing and the things that I love about drawing. So I love that you cannot make this kind, you don't have to make this kind of decision. You make it once and then you just have to deal with it however you can or start again. Maybe this can be here, and maybe a notebook, or like this person is maybe on the floor just cuddling with the cat and has a sketchbook or notebook. I'll just add the arm, and it's not going to be like accurate in terms of body proportions and movements, but that's also fun. Not really realistic. So I decided to leave the cat here. I'm going to draw something here or collage something here. I'm thinking that this is a good color to for the hair, because I don't want this to be the only collage piece of the illustration, otherwise it would be too strong. So I will cut some hair from here. Like a drop. Maybe like this. I think it works like this. Yay. Now that I'm seeing this, I want this green, but I will draw on top of this because I don't, it's too pastel for me. So, or maybe I should have drawn the, okay, I'll put it here and then I'll cut it with the handle like this, and I need to make a hole here. Maybe I should have gotten a cutter. How can I do this? Oh, I know. I'll just cut this part like this, and then since the rest will be glued, shouldn't be a problem. Okay, I think it's, maybe it will go somewhere. I think it maybe it will start getting a little bit messy now because I'm going to be just making quick decisions, because right now the cat looks still very strong to me, so I will try to balance that by adding more color, so the cat is not just the center of attention, which of course cats are the center of attention every time, but I want this to be more balanced. So I will just paint like a sweater. I really like that with gouache you can use it thick but also very much like watercolor, but I am really missing my gouache that it's in tubes, because sometimes I wish I had a thicker layer of paint. That's why I got these cheap ones. Okay, now I need to figure out the pants situation. So I will try to fit legs here, and let's see. Let's see if it fits. I think it does. It's a little bit high, so I'll remove this part. And of course you can save all of these little scraps, and which I've done in the past, but also whenever I have like this urge to do something, I just do it a lot and then I don't want to do it anymore. So what has happened to me in the past is that I collage for like 3 days a lot, and then I don't want to do it anymore for a year or something. Maybe like this. I think this can look nice. I like the orange and the green. It's supposed to be, I mean, it is spring here, but we've had some cold days, so I'm drinking lots of tea and still wearing a sweater. I'm still not sure actually about the cat. Maybe it's too big. Maybe I can just try another one and see if I like that one better. I will maybe try to fit it here. Yeah, that's better. Sorry. I mean, I can still use this for something, maybe a lamp or a flower vase. So now the cat can be here. I need to cut something here to make a notebook or maybe some cake. And she fell asleep after eating or before eating. Maybe she's watching a movie and having tea, and yeah, I don't need to make a notebook. So I will cut up a plate for the cake, maybe a yellow plate, or maybe the cake should be yellow and no, the cake should be pink and the plate will be yellow. Okay, I'll include this. I'm imagining that this is kind of a night scene, but it looks very bright. So that type of thing I think would be better to alter in Photoshop. Give it a different light, or make everything darker, or add maybe a big shadow. Ready. So maybe now what I'll do is draw on top of it or paint. And I'm still not sure about the feet. Maybe I should just paint them and then see if I want to add socks. Oh, too much. You can also cut things with your fingers. I think it adds a nice touch. Maybe I'll try to do that with the pillow, which I want here. Let's see if I can. Maybe it's too much. Too much texture for one illustration. Like this, but I think I'll have to draw the shape of the head because it's risky. More precise work. And I don't want this too much white here. So maybe here, and then until here. This. Maybe I should have done this for a rug. I think a rug or carpet would look good with this texture. But I also think that these colors are not my favorite colors, but it's like favorite shades, but it's also a way of pushing myself or yourself to work with easily accessible art supplies, like art school art supplies. You can still make some work like that. So I'll pause the video to make the decision. I think I'll just add the pillow later. I mean, I like this, but yeah, I think it's too late. Could also be like a tray here. I'm just going to draw a little bit. I will add a fork there, so that's why I made the fingers like that. And I'm still confused about this. Maybe I can just remove this. And I'm going to rip the paper. Yes. And no pillow. Movie night with the cat. Yes, so I'll add more details now. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit too. I want to mix things, so I recently got this brush. I was looking for another one, but I couldn't find it. I still wanted to get a new ink brush, so I bought it anyway. But there's one that it's on my wish list, which is a Pentel one, which has like refills, but it's black. This one is Payne's gray, which I think I really prefer grays or dark blues or browns to black, but I had my eye on the Pentel one for years, so I still want to get it, and hopefully I can give it a good use. So maybe I use this for the face, and I will try to use some neo colors too. This is very messy. I'm looking for my crayons here. This is the big pencil case I brought. And I know that I brought not that many, but I still wish I brought more with me. I'm looking for the red. Maybe this can be useful. This white can also be useful. But where is the red? Have you seen it? Here. This is my favorite red in Neocolor. It's vermilion. Okay. I always like to add some sort of cherry or strawberry. Maybe the plate can be lined. Yes. And maybe I can add lines here. Need to add the fork, which I don't know if I want it to be like this or like this. This is not a great position to film. I'll start with the face. Eyebrow. Let's make it a happy face. I really like this part. So if everything else goes wrong, and at least I like this part. What about the cap? Maybe some details. And I will draw him in the position that my cat usually sleeps in. And then the tail should be here. And maybe some colored pencils for the little nose. I'm going to show you this table when I'm done. Everything's all over the place. It should probably be sleeping, right? I don't like this nose. It looks like a bird. Oh no. I don't like this. Let's see if I can fix it. I don't know how well it will. Maybe all of it will be black. No. I think it can be saved. And then maybe like this. Looks very human. Some toes. Lately I've been like curious about also writing on my illustrations, so maybe I can add like movie night with the cat. I'm liking this, so now I'm at the point where you're scared that you can screw everything up, because I'm really liking this. I didn't bring my pink neocolor. I don't know why. What was I thinking? I have this one, which is salmon, I think, but it's not really, I mean, it's a beautiful color, but it's not pink like this. I'm kind of forcing myself to add a background. I don't know, I know that it's not necessary. I don't know why I always try to fill the page as much as I can. Maybe it's something that I have to let go of, but I still think it looks too white. Maybe I should have painted a background before, like some drawings that I will show you in a different video, because I also want to film what I'm doing with that. So yeah, maybe I should have added background. Which color? I can still add background, like a light background with gouache, and then draw on top of that, like add more objects. And decisions, since it's already very like a strong color palette. I'm not sure which color to add to the background. This is looking weird. Okay, better. Look at this tiny one. I brought a replacement also. I'm settled. I'm going to wait for this to dry and then draw on top of it or add more layers. I think I can definitely add some plant pots. Maybe it's kind of a safe comfort zone, just add plants But I also don't want to add too much, because this, I already like this, so I don't want to, I just don't want to ruin it. Maybe I'm gonna be here, and I'll try to maybe draw the leaves so it has some transparency. You can see some of the background. Tiny one here, or is it too much? Maybe I can have a tiny one here. I don't think I'm very good at drawing plants, but I'll just draw a regular basic shape plant. It's a little bit, the lines are a little bit faint because the paper is still a little bit wet. This proves that I'm impatient. Well, you never know what can happen, but I'm almost sure that I could never paint with oil paints because they take so long to dry. And I'll just draw the same one here. And I'm liking it as it is, so maybe I'll just stop here. Yeah, so this is the first collage experiment. I think it's already a long video, so I hope you enjoyed this. I'll show you up close. This is still a little bit wet. And I really like this part. I think that on its own could be like a postcard or something. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this experiment video, and hopefully I'll be able to see you soon with more experimental process videos. Bye, and thank you for watching. This is the outcome. I forgot to show you.